What if everything you plan for in retirement is wrong? You spent decades saving money so that you could be financially secure, but no one told you about these 5 things that can steal your joy, your success, and your happiness in this phase of life.
You know, these are 5 silent mistakes. So we're going to call them out to you so that they don't sneak up on you. Because let's be honest, you can recover from a market crash. You can recover from market volatility. You can recover from a lot of things, but listen to these 5 silent mistakes to make sure they don't get you in the end.
And our wake-up call came in loud and clear. It was the end of 2018. Both of us have spent the last 6 months in semi-retirement, and we had a taste of it. And we were addicted to it in a way. We were addicted to the freedom. We were addicted to the ability to do what we wanted to do, when we wanted to do it, who we wanted to do it with. But at the same time, we became addicted to drinking too much, eating like crap, not going to the gym, not taking care of our bodies. And in January of 19, we realized we were in trouble.
Absolutely. And we were in deep trouble. And we don't want you to get in deep trouble, too. Mark and I found ourselves not on a good sleep schedule, so basically not sleeping really well. Not on a good eating schedule, like he mentioned. On a 0 workout plan, because really what we wanted to do was put our feet up and relax. And that's hard to do for an extended period of time. Now listen, 5 days, 7 days, 2 weeks vacation, take a month, do you, but you can't do it forever.
Well, you bring up a good point, this idea of vacation. We worked hard our entire lives so we could always save enough money, extra money, to go on a great vacation that was a week to 2 weeks. When we had little kids, we'd go away in the winter for a week, we'd go skiing, we might go to Florida to visit my parents. And the vacation was great, but at the end of the vacation, I kind of missed work, and I missed my work people and all of that. You cannot think that retirement is the rest of your life on vacation. It just isn't going to work.
I agree.
So, in the show notes below is a download, free journaling guide. Get this guide, read it, start thinking about how you can start getting some of your thoughts on paper, especially for men. And I say that especially for men because we don't tend to really communicate well what we're thinking about. But you certainly can put pen to paper. So give that a shot and see if that's helpful to you. So, where do people get stuck in this thing?
You know, I think people get stuck in the first major, pothole would be thinking that since you planned your finances, you are set for retirement. Thinking that, emotional, rational decisions are just going to all come to you. Thinking that hobbies are going to rear their head and people are going to show up at your doorstep. Communities are going to be self-made. And that just doesn't happen. Just because you have your finances in order does not mean you are guaranteed a happy retirement.
It's funny, it made me think of a guy that I know who is financially secure, more than financially secure. As a matter of fact, he said to me the other day, I wonder sometimes what's going to happen to my money when I die because I'll never use it all.
That's a good place to be.
Well, it is, and he has kids and they'll get it, but he's struggling with getting joy out of this phase of life. Like, it's not about the money for him. He's like, I have too much money. And I know for some of you might think, oh, can I have some of it?
Yeah.
Some people, there are billionaires and there are multimillionaires and there are, gazillionaires. But that's not, like you said, it's not just the money. You get caught up on the fact that you see all these Instagram ads, how to retire in $1 million, how to retire in $500,000. No, it's how to retire and live life to its fullest. And that's where people get stuck up. They have the money, so they go, I'm fine.
Well, I think that brings up the second big pothole, which is just assuming fulfillment's going to happen.
Yeah.
And, someone said to us recently, you can't Netflix your way to a happy retirement. And if you think about that, and I actually listened to a few conversations at the gym this morning, and a lot of conversations start with, hey, good morning, how are you? Good. Oh, it's going to be a hard workout. Yeah. Hey, are you guys watching anything? Do you have a series that you're watching? Have you binged anything lately? And I hear people actually that becoming a conversation starter. What are you watching on TV? And if that's the best we have, I think we're in trouble. I mean, great. We like a good series every now and then. Mark happens to love British spy series, M5 this, and police drama that, and it all happens in beautiful places in England. But that's like once in a while. For that to be a primary conversation starter in this phase of life, I think is a problem.
Well, I don't. Yes, it's a problem, except if you're sharing a good show, because we always like a good show. But the real problem is this: that the average number of hours that people over the age of 65 spend watching TV is 38 hours a week.
It's a full-time job.
That's a full-time job. That's way too much TV. But you know, let's shift the thinking. So how do we think differently about this? So the first thing is retirement is not the end of responsibility.